Now, moving on from tone to pronunciation. Yes, tone is very important. Similarly, pronunciation is also very important. We're going to talk about syllable and syllable stretches. What do you think is a syllable? Syllable is an independent sound unit. I'm going to focus on sound, okay? Syllable is an independent sound unit of a word which will always have a vowel sound, may or may not have a consonant sound. Now, it may or may not have a vowel, but it will have a vowel sound. May or may not have a consonant sound. Right? Now, let's see what are the rules of syllable. Well, the first rule of the syllable says stress the first syllable in a two-syllable noun and stress the second syllable in a two-syllable verb or adjective. Now, how will you find out that how many syllables a word has? It's a very simple and a very handy hack to it. It's a handy hack, I call it. We all have hands, right? Let's put our hands. It's an interesting activity. Please, all of you focus. Let's put our hands right below our chin. Distance would be of maybe a finger. Okay? Let's keep this should be the distance exactly. Now pronounce a word. Pronounce a noun. For example, if I have to speak a noun, I speak table. How many times did my chin touch my hand? Look at it again. Table. Twice. Two times, right? Apple. Two times, right? Table. Apple. That means they are two-syllable noun. Interesting. Again, I'm going to show this entire thing again. You all can focus again here. Put one of your hands right below your chin. Take a distance of just a finger like this. Clear? Yeah. Now, speak any word, any noun. So I choose a noun here called table. I'm going to speak this noun, table. How many times did it touch my hand? My chin touched my hand twice. So it's a two-syllable noun. Now it says stress the first syllable in a two-syllable noun. That means first syllable here would be A. What is a syllable? Which has independent sound unit of a word which has a vowel sound. That means if it's a noun, I have to stretch the first syllable. That means in table, I have to stress the A. That will give me the right pronunciation of a word, of a noun called table. Table. Yes. The right pronunciation of this noun, table, is not table, it's not table, it's table. Apple. Well, in two-syllable verb or adjective, we have to stress the second syllable, right? Like a verb or an adjective, I can say happy. Happy. Beautiful. Beautiful. So I'm stressing the second syllable and it's giving me the correct pronunciation. Now, there are very interesting words. I'm going to talk about some words like how would you pronounce content? Now, some people says content and some people says content. Process, process. Aha, yes, difficult. Now, this rule is specially for the words which are also noun and adjective or verb both. For example, content. Right now, I'm sharing the content with you. It's a noun, so I'm stretching the first syllable. My first syllable here is O. Content. Now, Gautam Buddha was content. Here, my second syllable is E, and contentment or content is something called verb, right? So, content. I'm sorry, but a lot of people, they meet me in my training programs and they say, Talia, please share the content with me. That's where they make a mistake. And well, I tell them, I'm sorry, I can't share my contentment with you, but I can share the content with you. Yes. So there are certain words which has the same spellings but different pronunciation because they mean different. Like content is a noun, content is an adjective. Address, first syllable, I'm stretching address. It's a noun. Address means addressing something is a verb, right? So the spellings are the same, but the meanings are different. One is where I stay, and one is I'm addressing the assembly. So it's like I will address this assembly at my address. Something like process, process. Process, where I'm stretching the first syllable, that is O, is noun. And process means processing the paper or processing something. It's a verb. So I'm going to speak, if I have to use these two words in a sentence, I'm going to say, to process these papers are not in my process. So that's the first rule of a syllable. Stretch the first syllable or stress the first syllable if it's a noun. Stress the second syllable if it's a verb. A very handy tip. Now I have a very quick and a second tip which says in more than two syllable words. Again, you have to keep your hand here and you have to find out how many syllable a word has. In more than two syllable words, stress the syllable before the suffix. Now, if you all know English language, written English, we all must have done by the time we were in class 8th or 9th, we did something called suffix and prefix. Prefix are something which is supposed to be fixed before the words, and suffix are something which we generally fix after the words, like shun, T-I-O-N, presentation, communication, pronunciation, right? Or happily, right? So these are L-Y-T-I-O-N, logy, L-O-G-Y, biology, psychology, physiology, biology. So these are suffix. Now they are saying in more than two syllable words, stretch the syllable before the suffix. Like in communication, A is the syllable that I need to stress because it is before the suffix. So I'm going to pronounce communication like communication, pronunciation. Interesting? Biology, physio, I'm stretching the O here because A-E-I-O-U, vowel sound. And the word before the vowel before the suffix is R-O. So I have to put the stretch on those words. That's why it is biology, physiology, zoology. Interesting? Use it. Now you don't really have to ask anybody the correct pronunciation of any word. It is used with common nouns, not with names, not with proper nouns, because names are kept emotionally and there's no language for emotions, right? Okay, so this is only used with common nouns. So very quick recap of this slide, very interesting slide. What are syllable? Independent sound unit of a word which will always have a vowel sound. May or may not have a consonant sound. What are the rules? Basic 2 rules. Stress the first syllable in a 2-syllable noun. Stress the second syllable in a 2-syllable verb. If it is more than 2-syllable word, stress the syllable before the suffix. A very easy and a very handy tip to find out how many syllable a word has. Keep your hand underneath your chin. Keep a distance of just one finger and speak that word how many ever times it touches your chin touches your hand, your palm, that many syllable a word has. Thank you so much for watching this slide. Please use it and let us know how well it worked for you.